We continue our simple exercise reading from Simply E from the New York Public Library. 100 poems from the Japanese, part 4, on Kenneth Rexroth. Poem 62. As the mist rise in the dawn, from Uji River. One by one, the stakes of the nets appear stretching far into the shallows. As the mist rise in the dawn from Uji River, one by one, the stakes of the nets appear stretching far into the shallows. From Fujiwara no Sadarora. Poet. 63. You say, I will come, and you do not come. Now you say, I will not come. So I shall expect you have. So I shall expect you. Have I leaned to? Leaned. Leamed. Have I leaned to understand you? Have I learned? But no, that's maybe a typo. Okay, he says, huh?
It's correct. When he says he's coming, he's done coming. So when he says he's coming, not going to come, he's expecting.
Yeah, but now he says a typo. Leaned. It must be learned. I'm going to read it again. Poem 63. You say, I will come, and you do not come. Now you say, I will not come. So I shall expect you. Have I learned to understand you? Naturally, it's a woman writing about a man, and it says, Lady Otomo no Sakano. Very good poem.
Most of the poems you read sounded like readings from women.
I don't know. I can't tell always, though. They usually say, they say lady. So most of the time, or they said poetess or lady, but it's not clear. But poem, now we're reading poem 64. Do not smile to yourself like a green mountain with a cloud drifting across it. People will know we are in love. Very interesting. If you smile, right, at the wrong time, people might know you're in love. Smile the wrong way. It says, do not smile to yourself like a green mountain with a cloud drifting across it. People will know we are in love. Isn't that a beautiful poem? Mm. That is Sakano. And I don't even know Sakano. Sakano. Oh Rama.
It's like you cannot hide your love in a way.
Yeah, people don't hide it sometimes. Poem 65. A cuckoo calls. When I look, there is only the waning moon in the early dawn. Says, a cuckoo calls. When I look, there is only the waning moon in the early dawn. It says, Hototogisu nakitsu tsukata wo. So he's saying, and this is Fujiwara no Sanasara. Poem 66. If only the world would always remain this way. Some fisherman drawing a little rowboat up the riverbank. That's it. He says, if only the world would always remain this way. some fishermen drawing a little rowboat up the riverbank. And it's by Shogun Minamoto no Sanitomo. Poem 67, Involuntary. I may live on in the passing world, never forgetting this midnight moon. Involuntary. I may live on in the passing world, never forgetting this midnight moon. Now he says he's living on involuntarily. Involuntary. I may live on in the passing world, never forgetting this midnight moon. Don't we live on involuntarily, or we voluntarily live on? Our body lives on involuntarily. This is from the Emperor Sanjo. How's the Emperor writing a poem? He has to write one, right? Emperor Sanjo. He says, involuntary I may live on in the passing world, never forgetting this midnight moon. All right, next poem is poem 68. Deep in the mountain, trampling the red maple leaves, I hear the stag cry out in the sorrow of autumn. Deep in the mountain, trampling the red maple leaves, I hear the stag cry out in the sorrow of autumn. That's from the priest Sarumaru. Poem 69. Though you can tell me you heard a cock crow in the middle of the night, the guard at Osaka Gate will not believe you. Though you can tell me you heard a cock crow in the middle of the night, the guard at Osaka Gate will not believe you. This is from the lady poet, Lady C. Sonagan. Again, we'll read the lady poems more than the guy poems. Ladies first. Lady, this is Lady C. Sonagan. Though you can tell me you heard a cock crow in the middle of the night, the guard at Osaka Gate will not believe you. I don't know how that's going to happen. Any poem, poem 70. All during a night of anxiety I wait. At last the dawn comes through the cracks of the shutters, heartless as night. All during a night of anxiety I wait. At last the dawn comes through the cracks of the shutters, heartless as night. From Monk Shunny. Here we have poem 71. She said she would come at once, and so I waited till the moon rose in the October dawn. She said she would come at once, and so I waited till the moon rose in the October dawn. That's the Monk Soshi. Maybe these are symbolic, with the moon rising. We don't have any commentary. Poem 72, For the Sake of a Night. Short as the nodes of the reeds of Naniwa, must I live on, my flesh wasted with longing. For the sake of a night, Short as the nodes of the reeds of Naniwa, must I live on, my flesh wasted with longing, the stewardess of the Empress Koka. Now it says 73, that spring night. For the sake of a night short as the nodes of the reeds of Naniwa, must I live on, my flesh wasted with longing. You like that one?
Very positive.
The women, the stewardess, that's a woman. Poem 73. That spring night spent pillowed on your arm never really happened, except in a dream. Unfortunately, I am talked about anyway. That spring night spent pillowed on your arm never really happened, except in a dream. Unfortunately, I am talked about anyway. Lady Suo, what do you think happened there?
Somebody denies.
She says, that spring night I spent pillowed on your arm never really happened, except in a dream. Unfortunately, I'm talked about anyway.
Maybe she denies it, maybe she really did.
I don't know what it means. Anyways, the next poem says, 74. Yes, I am in love. They were talking about me before daylight, although I begin to love without knowing it. Yes, I am in love. They were talking about me before daylight, although I began to love without knowing it. That's a nice poem, I guess. You like it?
All of them are good.
These are all pretty good poems. Poem 675. As I row over the plain of the sea and gaze into the distance, the waves merge with the bright sky. As I row over the plain of the sea and gaze into the distance, the waves merge with the bright sky. Fujiwara no Tada Michi. Poem 76. Since I left her, frigid as the setting moon, there is nothing I loathe as much as the light of dawn on the clouds. Since I left her, frigid as the setting moon, there is nothing I loathe as much as the light of dawn on the clouds. Mibi no Tadamin. Poem 77. In the eternal light of the spring day, the flowers fall away like the unquiet heart. In the eternal light of the spring day, the flowers fall away like the unquiet heart. That's Kino Tomo Nori. Now we're reading part, I think, 4 of 100 Poems from the Japanese by Kenneth Rexroth, a New Directions book.